And we are sideways. Hi guys, welcome back. So join us today at Brands Hatch Race Circuit. So we've been invited here by the guys at Autosport. Obviously we took our Hurricane down there to get it detailed, and also we had James's M2 down for cooling upgrade, handling upgrades, consistent of like wave track diff, SPL suspension arms. If that video hasn't already come out, that'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks, so you'll be able to enjoy that. But for now, we're at Brands Hatch with our MK8 Golf R, and this is the first track day we've done since installing the wheels and tyres. So we're driving it on track today, give you sort of like some driving impressions of the wheels and tyres. Hope you enjoy the video. Moment is just to get the tyre pressure set up, because it's a fresh set of tyres, so you've got like the release agent on them. It's going to heat up quite a bit, so we'll just get the tyres settled with the pressures, find out what our hot pressures are going to be, and then start to enjoy the car a little bit. Okay, so we just completed a few laps of Brands Hatch. We've just come in, just going to do the tyre pressures. So obviously when you go out on track, you've got a lot of heat through the tyres, they warm up quite a lot, so that means the tyre pressure increases. So for example, earlier on this morning we set this up to 39 and it's gone up to 45 on some of the tyres. So we're just going to drop the pressures down until they're what we want to be running in the hot. Keep on doing that, and we'll drop them back down to 39, which is around what we think we want to run with the hot. We'll go back out, run it again, come back in, see if they've increased. If they've increased, drop it back down, and then keep on doing that until they stabilise. And then when they've done that, we can go out and have fun. So tyre pressures are all nice and settled, so now we're going to start seeing what kind of times we can get. So we've got the Race Logic performance box here. We've also got the AIM Solo 2, so we're going to see what kind of lap times we did versus last one, and give more sort of like a data point of view of how the car's faster, better, stuff like that, as well as like, sort of like my opinion. So yeah, going to snip all these zip ties off because I can't really see anything, and then talk you through the lap of the day. Dried up quite a bit visually, but how much has it actually dried out? Doesn't seem to be too bad. The brake pedal has gone a little bit long from earlier though, so I don't know if that is a sign that they're on the way out. You can really feel there's much more grip going through the corners with these Cup 2 tyres now. So what we're going to do now is find out what the tyre temperatures are saying. Okay, so just done a few sessions in the MK8 Golf R. So we've done a few sort of like 20-minute sessions to sort of like get the tyres up to temperature and get the pressures to sort of like level out. That's happened now, and then we've come in and we've started to inspect the tyres as well. So what we've done with that is we've put a pyrometer across the tyre tread, and what that is, it's basically a sort of like a thermometer needle that goes into the tyre tread, and then from that we can see what temperature the tyre tread is, and then from that we can see what part of the tyre is at a good temperature, what the temperature difference is from sort of like the inside to outside, and then the middle as well. So you can see sort of like pressures, alignment, and also driving style as well. And what we found on the front is there's quite a bit of sort of like accelerated wear across this particular band. And this is the front outside tyre, which you'd kind of expect to wear a little bit faster. So this could be due to maybe not enough camber, and then also driving style as well. And then you've got the rear tyre here, which we're actually going to swap onto the front. So then we can basically use this as sort of like a good baseline to test out some more tyre pressures on the front axle as well. So this is the rear going onto the front, and this is the front going onto the rear. And we're going to go out for a few sessions and go from there. we go. Some quick laps of Brands Hatch. Now that we've swapped the front and rear tyres round, or the left outside front and rear left. See if we can do some quick laps of Goodwood. Obviously we've got Ryan in front of us now, the Lupo. See what he's saying. So far today, quickest lap done is a 57.9. Bearing in mind that's still in a little bit of wet as Ryan's tripodding around. Oh, really needs buckets. If I have any more grip in this, I'm going to go flying. I'm literally using my left leg to hold myself up. Understeer heavy. Really need to fix that. There's too much grip at the back of the car. Even when we're trying to slide it, it's always just self-correcting. Out the front tyres so much, creating a lot of understeer. I doubt the brakes are going to last any longer as well today. The brake pedal is starting to get quite long. Pedals starting to not give me anything back in terms of stopping power. Just done a 57.3. Bearing in mind it's still a little bit damp in places, not dry. Okay, so we've done another couple of sessions after swapping the left side front to rear, and we're seeing the similar kind of wear, even with adjusting the tyre pressures. With this sort of like inside rib is wearing quite aggressively. I mean, you could say wearing, it's just being used quite a bit, but then also the outside of the tyre has been used quite a bit as well, more so than what it was this morning. So the tyre pressure is a positive step in the right direction. But what's probably killing this the most is the understeer, especially at the medium to high speed, which is probably caused from the rear end having a lot of grip. So it's sort of like overpowering the front, and this is also true on the inside tyre now on the front as well. So it's happening across the front axle, both sides. So it looks like it's a problem at the back of the car. So yeah, see what happens the rest of the afternoon. See if we can get back in rhythm. Tell you what, the steering wheel was a lot better than the previous Mark 7. Picking up about 1.1 G's going through there. Pretty impressive. Still our best time of 57 now. Literally just did, even though we had that cage room on the brakes, in the braking zone. See if we can get it into the 56s, famous last words. Massively offline there. Let's get settled back in, shall we? Okay, so we've just finished off the day here at Brands Hatch. There's probably around another 10-15 minutes of track action left in the day. I just want to say a massive thank you to Auto Finesse for inviting us down for today. James, Tiffany down there, and then also Salone Events for obviously putting on this event today as well. So in terms of the MK8 Golf R, what have we sort of like found out today? So obviously the upgrades we've done is the Cup 2 tyres with the Evo S Bilstein suspension and the ATS race-like wheels. So we started off the day, obviously it was absolutely torrential rain, couldn't really get too much sort of like timed running in, but as the day progressed on, we're doing around 57.5 second laps around this particular track, and for a really heavy car with minimal mods, it isn't too bad in our opinion. In terms of where we're going from here in terms of development, it's very limited grip-wise on the front axle, so it's very hard to sort of like provoke the car into an oversteer, and when it does start to oversteer, it sort of self-corrects, and then at high speed it also understeers quite a bit as well. So obviously had the pyrometer out, tyre pressure gauge, all that kind of stuff, and also from the look of the tyre as well, we've got some direction to adjust the wheel alignment on this car, so to make it more track focused, to make the car feel more balanced, more neutral feeling as opposed to understeer, which is what it's feeling quite a bit at the moment. So that's the next round of upgrades we're going to be doing. So we're going to be looking at the wheel alignment, possibly adding geometry adjustment where there isn't some already, possibly doing some different arms and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch other videos of ours that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you'd like to watch some other videos that we have in the same playlist, then click here. And obviously if you enjoyed the video, then we really appreciate if you gave us a subscription. And then obviously you'll be updated when other videos of ours go live, and you can do that quite easily by clicking here. Hope to see you soon.